How's it going, guys? And welcome back to the Tazer podcast for episode 2. I didn't even think we'd get as far as episode 2 at all, to be honest. Honestly, I'm surprised because I thought it was going to get so much hate last time and it was going to be total trash that people weren't going to be wanting to see a second episode. But here we are. So I am joined once again by Lucas Elliott.
How do you do?
We also have a special guest, the one and only Lewis Clark.
Hello. I wouldn't say I'm that special, but thanks.
Well, the thing is, it's surprising to have somebody of your caliber, obviously size, actually answering messages, which is why I wanted to kind of message you and sort of say, do you fancy being a part of the podcast? Because you were quite engaged with the video when I actually released it, which is a surprise.
See, that's the thing. When it comes down to people that make videos, however different and smaller they are, as I said to you before, any message, any good message is a positive message, and I'm happy to reply to anyone. It ain't about age, subscribers, and things like that. So, yeah, no, you were quite nice in your video, so it was good.
Well, this is the thing. Like, I was hoping that like more people that we talked about in the video would be engaged and be willing to be part of it. Like fighters, obviously, we talked about last time. I openly invited anyone we talked about onto the podcast, and he's just basically ignored us. So, obviously, I commend you for that you've actually decided.
Well, no, I feel that it was more like you obviously put that when you put your video up of talking about Urban Explorer or fake videos and things like that. Obviously, I searched the tags and I saw, obviously, my name was involved, and I had a little look, and I just left the comment because I thought the way you presented the video was just very respectful. And then obviously when you offered me on the podcast, I thought, you know what, why not? Like, it's a chance for me to actually be completely honest and people can understand who I actually am.
Well, this is it. Like, I want to try and give you, obviously, a platform to sort of talk about this, but also I want to put some hard questions to you as well, because I've been getting lots of people asking questions over the last sort of 24 hours that they need to ask you. And obviously, I've got some myself that I want to get you to answer as well. So if that's cool, I think we'll start with some messages first, and then we'll do some other topics, then we'll come back to some messages later on at the end as well.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's cool.
Cool. So first of all, I'm going to jump onto YouTube. I'm totally prepared for this, honestly.
Oh, we're always prepared. Always prepared for these podcasts.
Okay, so let's start off easy then. So the first one that I've been asked by C Assassin was a question for Lewis. Was the video where Rob got beat up real or fake, and what's your favourite vape?
Oh, that's a nice question.
It's a nice easy one.
No, the video with Rob was completely real. I don't really know how to put it in an aspect, because obviously I feel that right now people watching this, obviously you've got an urban exploring base. Most 90% of the people watching this are going to go, he's lied already. Like, I haven't. it was a real video. The only way the only way you can prove that is asking Rob himself. And because obviously I didn't know him.
I've got to be honest. Like I will say the fight scene in the one where he goes back to the place. Is that legit? Is the whole video legit?
Yes,
or is it kind
the
of like
whole thing. We've gone back just to have a look. Rob was nervous. Rob was scared, and we found his ring and that. And literally, these guys just come out of nowhere. Okay, and you can see me pick up this like sort of pole on the floor and smack his shins and knock him down. Now, I don't think I would even have the ability to hurt a friend like that, or an actor or something. Like, I literally pelted him.
So, I mean, it literally does. I mean, I would say that when I watched that, I didn't think it looked real.
Okay.
And I think that's, for some other people, that may be the way that's come across as well. Obviously, I mean, how things, angles and stuff, how you film things, you know, you never know what it's going to look like.
Yep.
That might look fake to someone, it might look real. I personally thought it looked fake. But obviously, I can totally respect the fact that you're going to say it's real.
I'm open to options and opinions, but I am going to be honest. I said to you before we started, I will be completely honest on the podcast. I'll openly answer any question completely honestly. But it's always a difficult one because you've got 50 people saying it's real, 50 people saying it's fake. To be fair with you, the only actual people that know are the people that were there anyway, so there's no way of finding out. But I try my best to prove it as much as possible. That's really all I can do.
Obviously, you've said though, Lewis, that some of your you've openly admitted and said that some of your videos are fake and some of them are real. So I mean, if you're saying this one's real, then there's not a lot.
I've gone through the path now. Like, it's come through me. Like, when I started making videos, I thought, do you know what? Like, the only way this is going to happen, the only way I can succeed, is just not answer anything. And then when it got to the question of people going, is this real? Is this fake? I thought, well, if I say it's fake, people are going to just think, oh, that's rubbish. Like, I'm not going to watch it anymore. So I thought, to keep people interested, it's just the game I played. It's real, it's real, it's real. And then when it fully got too bad, to the point where big, and I mean big channels, were literally had enough of it, which I don't understand, is because how can you have enough of it? Like, who cares? Like, I'm making these videos. Who cares? Do your own thing.
You don't have to watch them. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, okay. Now we've got like you've come open and you've kind of said like a lot of these are fake and it's entertainment based. I think that's fine, but I think a lot of where people had an issue was the fact that there was like almost like a abuse of what's the word? Abuse of like belief. They believed that everything was real, and you told them for a long time that it was real in videos. You made several videos where you said the truth, and you said that they were real, and then eventually you came out and said that they were fake. So I think
I made a mistake. So the thing is, that even worse thing is that since I said to myself, look, I'm completely honest. When the memeless response video came out, I said to myself, I'm going to be completely honest in any video now, and I'm going to say if it's entertainment or fake. Sorry, entertainment or real. And I'll just go through really quickly. It'll take 10 seconds. But I did 2 videos regarding a kidnapping and a mystery box that I said this is entertainment. This is the funny thing, right? I got my finger cut off, and that was an entertainment video. It was not real. And I still get comments on my videos till this day. Oh, your finger grew back. But I put a 15-second clip. I put a 15-second clip at the beginning saying this is for entertainment only. Please don't think it's real, something like that. And then I did attacked and hit with a baseball bat in Aylesbury with actual footage of the dash cam of where these guys jumped out of a car with baseball bats. And I told the true story because the story had been told before, but it was lied about. And I was honest, that was real. Then the Rob thing happened, that was real. We did a prank dead body video, which is a prank. Like, obviously, when I saw the dead body, I thought it was real. And I was so shocked because I was like, this is happening to me now. I'm finding these real things. I'm not posting this on YouTube. And my mates had set up a prank. And then the homeless guy threw up blood on my shoes. Again, that was another real video. And then when it comes down to the Bloody Mary challenge, if you watch the beginning, it was entertainment. And then it seems now that, now I'm being more honest, more real things are actually happening. And it is crazy to think that because I sometimes don't want real things to happen. I want to go in a building. I want to be able to set something up, and I want to be able to say this is fake. Because the more real things that keep happening, it's going to make me look like I'm lying again. I get that. But if it is real, I'm just going to say it's real. And obviously, with the Rob series, it's made 5 videos at the moment. So that's probably what's stocking it up and making it look like that. But other than that,
I suppose
I said to myself,
people might think you've made like a series out of it, basically. And that's kind of...
I have. I spoke to Rob. After Rob... That's the thing. I'm honest. Like, when me and Rob met at that building, it was mad. Like, his head was rushing, my head was rushing. I was like, who is this guy? But the best thing to do at the time was save him. That's why we turned the cameras off as soon as we got him out of there, and we thought like we got to look after him. And then he said, do you know what? I'm so thankful for you saving me and helping me in that. What can I do for you? Like, he wanted to give something back. And I said, do you know what? We don't want anything. But I will ask you one thing, and I'm completely happy if you don't want me to do that. But I'd like to post the video I recorded on YouTube because we were there to actually set something up. We were going to do some sort of kidnapping again, and this happened. And we were thinking, what the hell? And he said, you know what? Yeah, that's fine. First, he wanted me to blow his face out, and then he said, you know what? No, I'll happily do an interview with you to give you a second part. So the interview was already filmed before it was even posted. So the part 1 and part 2 were already made and filmed before it was even posted. So I didn't know it was going to get a lot of views. I didn't know it was going to boost. And then obviously when it did get a lot of views, Rob said, you know what? I know I really don't want to do it, but I'm going to get the balls. I want to go back. I want to help you. Because obviously he's kind of got this vibe that if I weren't there or me, Jordan, weren't there in that, he would be dead. So he feels that he owes me. And that it's just become such a good friendship. Like, Jordan's even moved in with him and is living with him now after 2 months of being friends. Like, it's absolutely crazy. He's such a nice guy. So it's just moved on from that, really.
So in the second part of the question that was asked originally, when we've kind of gone on a bit of tangent,
was
your favourite vape?
I don't really vape anymore.
I thought you had a vape channel. Don't you? Your second channel was a vape channel, wasn't it?
I deleted it. This is the thing, right? Okay. YouTube wasn't paying, so I made a vape channel to get paid sponsorships to be able to fund making my videos. And obviously, I used to smoke, so I quit smoking my vaping, and now I don't do either. I don't need to. But obviously, when YouTube started picking up again, I just thought, you know what? I'm getting hate for the vape channel. I don't like the vape channel. I don't need the vapes. I don't need the money anniemore, so I just shut it down. It only had 1,000 subs anyway. So yeah, I would say Smock G-Proof. That was my favourite, but yeah, I don't vape anymore.
That actually leads me on to a good question. Actually, next good question. Someone wanted me to ask you from Happy Viewing. Do you feel like the large amount of dislikes you get are unfair or deserved due to past faking?
I wouldn't even say it's a large amount nowadays. When it comes,
I would just, because I did say at the beginning, like you had like a big section where you first started doing videos, and you got loads of likes, and then you kind of come out as faking, and you got loads of dislikes, and it's starting to change now, and it's starting to go back to likes. So yeah, I could see it's starting to sort of change around again now.
Yeah, see, when it comes down to that, like, I kind of see it as, obviously, I did my thing, I lied and that, and I got loads of likes for it. It was working. My plan worked. Like, every YouTuber wants to be successful, otherwise you don't join the platform. And they do what they can to get there. Like, some people that are urban explorers may get to certain buildings because that, like the millionaire mansion that's been going around, that Pink Floyd thing. If you went there, you get loads of views. That's like kind of your boost. Whereas for me, if I get stabbed or this happens, I get loads of views. Do you know what I mean? So that was because obviously I've gone through the horror path. But with the likes and dislikes, when it went down to dislikes, it did affect me, it did upset me, because obviously YouTube's been such a big passion of mine. Like, I don't want it to turn around, and I don't want to be hated on it. And yeah, it did upset me. But obviously now it's turned around again. I range, I don't know, 4,000 likes, 400 dislikes, and it's kind of like a 10-to-1 ratio. So to me, it doesn't even show up. It doesn't actually affect me, bother me anymore. Okay. If that's not...
So, just to elaborate on the question that was asked originally, when you were getting all the dislikes and stuff...
Oh, there we
go. Were you upset because you thought that your plan on YouTube was going downhill, or were you upset because you thought you'd let the followers down?
Both, really. I was upset because my plan had gone, like my YouTube has gone, like my dream is gone, my dream's crashed. But at the
what is it you think that your viewers want from you? Do you think that they want the entertainment side, or do you think they want the urban exploring side?
Definitely the entertainment side, definitely, because when I upload, and back in the day, I did do one urban exploring video, like where I did nothing happen, and I titled it "Gone Right," and it didn't even get a tenth of what my other videos get in views or likes or comments. So 100%, I feel that they prefer the entertainment side. Hence why I'm now being honest.
I think that's something that's just worth mentioning really quick about this whole entertainment side and urban exploring side. Is a lot of urban explorers just don't even believe there is an entertainment side. That's the thing. Like, but there is. There's a side which it's basically it's what you do. You know, it's all your videos. They're exciting to watch. You know, whether it's faked or real or whatever, it's entertainment and it exists and it's real. And a lot of the people in the urbex community, one of the reasons I left is because they're all, well, I say all, quite a lot of people are really hard faced in the urbex community about what you can do and what you can't do. But you can do whatever you want.
That's unfair. I think that's unfair because just because I don't know, I made 3 videos in the woods and 100 videos in an abandoned building. Why does that give people the right to tell me what I can and can't do in that aspect? Like, at the end of the day, yes, I may have been wrong for presenting fake videos as real. In some people's eyes, some people don't care, some people do care, some people just aren't fussed at all.
Yes, I think that's where the issue was, because I made the very clear point when I did my video that there's a massive difference, like the likes of X-Files or Most Haunted. You know, if you're presenting yourself as real, and this is why I said to you in the comment when you commented on the video as well, that I would have featured you more in the video if you hadn't already come out and said this stuff's fake and it's for entertainment value, because you'd owned it and you'd been honest about it.
I didn't know why I did it. At the end of the day, I don't know what was going through my head. I just got home and I saw Memeless and Will and E and all these videos, and I just thought, you know what? I don't know what to do. And one of my friends gave me advice and said, you just need to be honest. So I did it. And at the time, I regretted doing it, to be fair. I really did regret saying
it could ruin your channel, yeah. I mean...
It did. It did for a big part, and it really did affect me because YouTube's like a big part of my life.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to exploring...
That's because when you initially came out, a lot of your followers who were on the channel were there for urban exploring, and yes, they may have liked the entertainment as well, but they were there for the urban exploring, and they kind of believed that they believed that your videos were real.
I have to kind of argue with that one a bit, because I think before I came out as telling the truth and saying my videos are fake, on the 20th of June I posted that video. I had made over 100 videos beforehand, and I'm still getting the views now again that I did then. And the thing is, I don't think I had many urban explorers at all, because I'm still getting beef with them. When it one thing I really go on.
I was going to say, because the thing is, the like thing, I mention it because I think it shows exactly what I'm saying, is that when you first started, a lot of people believed that your videos were real, and they joined for the urban exploring adventure side of things.
Okay.
And then when you came out as fake, or it started coming out as you were fake, people disappointed? Because I know I've had a lot of people comment on videos saying that they used to follow you but they don't anymore, because they were disappointed. And then as you've come out and said this is fake, you've grown a new audience that like that sort of stuff. I think that's where you've gone from liked to disliked to then liked again, because the new audience know it's not real and they don't mind that.
Other than the ones that are real.
Well, yeah, but like...
Yeah, it's confusing, but when I put it down to it, the one thing that bangs on in my head, and it has been hitting me for the past 2 years, is Urban Explorer and Lewis Clark, right? Now, if you want to go down that route, it's a difficult one, but I'll put it short. Urban Exploring is where, like, as you know, most of the people watching this, they know what it is. I have lied, again, probably in that aspect, by putting in my Instagram bio, oh, I'm an Urban Explorer, or because I didn't actually understand the meaning of it. I used to film all these fake videos with Urban Explorers. Like, a lot of Urban Explorers are in my fake videos from 2 years ago, and they know they're fake. And that's what I'm trying to say, is that I don't go round, not that there's anything wrong with it, but I don't go around looking at documents and files on the floor and seeing what footprints on the floor and what dirt's on the wall and things like that. I'm not interested, personally, and I know I don't want to say it to offend anyone, but urban exploring videos don't interest me in the slightest, and everyone's allowed their own opinion, so I hope I haven't offended anyone. But with me, I like the horror side to it more, and the only way I felt when I started making them videos that I could put horror in a perfect way. I don't want to be filming in the same forest every single week. Whereas an abandoned building, yes, I may have filmed in one abandoned building like 10 different times, but I do it in a different part, it's a different scenery, and it's... Abandoned buildings are classed as scary to a lot of people. Oh, dangerous, horror,
You
scary.
kind of answered my question, because I was literally just about to say, you know, why use Urbex as a kind of background, but that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's why I've used it. I haven't used it as in, because you very rarely see me pick things up and go, oh, what's that? Yeah, don't get me wrong, the odd little thing I'm interested in, if it's really old and I think, oh, I used to have one of them or something like that, and I may pop it in the video. But 90% of the time, in my videos, there's an introduction which takes 2 minutes of me just prattling around, and then me and my mate Jordan just literally act like idiots for 5 minutes until we find something scary. And that's how it happens. And obviously, with the Rob thing again, that was our plan. And me and Jordan were prattling around until, boom, we just see a shoe on the floor. And we thought, what is that? That's a brand new shoe. Why is it in here? There's only one of them. And then there's this bloke screaming. So that really put me on edge, because I'm thinking, what is happening? Like, I don't want this to be true.
So it kind of creates like a story, like you kind of like a
and that's
writing a story in a way, or just kind of going along with.
Yeah, that's why the real videos, the real ones, like the Axeman and the Rob series, people can call them fake because they've got some. People can use Photoshop to make up fake screenshots to say that my video is fake. It's not difficult, and obviously a lot of them have been spread around where people believe that. And I'm not saying I'm any saint. I have been a dickhead to a lot of people in the past, and to a lot of viewers and a lot of other YouTubers, and I sorely put my hand up and say sorry for that, because I want to be a better person. But when it comes down to the Axeman video, a lot of people are trying to say it's fake when I know for a fact it's not. I was there, and the other people that were there know it's not. And with the real videos, because they get views, because they are real, we milk it and we go back to make more of a series. And it is putting ourselves at risk, but that's our adrenaline pump. Just like with you, Urban Explorers, your adrenaline pump is sneaking past security and dogs and stuff. I don't do that. I don't want to be going into a building where there's a security guard on the front that could come and call the police. Nah, that ain't me. I'm a pussy in that way. I don't want to go in abandoned buildings that I can get in trouble with. I'm not in for getting in trouble with people. I'm not in for getting chased by a dog or tasered or whatever happens in buildings that are heavily guarded or whatever. I just go to a building that's open, in the middle of nowhere, that I can be prattling and be loud in and make an entertainment.
But surely you'd want to go somewhere that you know is kind of dangerous. If you want to get something good content out of it.
No. Honestly, it doesn't interest me. I've been hit by a security guard before. I've been in trouble. I don't like it. It's not me. I just love creating. I
think that's why some people, though, would find it hard to believe that these crazy things that are real, that you say are real, actually happen, because people... We put it in... Because there are so many urbex, like Nathan, for example. You know, I've travelled with Nathan a few times and gone on trips and things, and nothing ever like any of the stuff that's happened to you has ever happened to us.
Well, I've had police dogs.
All right, police dogs. I mean, there have been a few traumatic occasions. I know. I do remember a few traumatic.
This is the thing, right? I know what you're saying, but I don't know how to put it. Like, it's almost like you're saying that that's never happened to you, right? The things that happened to me have never happened to you, but I could say that the things that happened to me have never happened to you. Like, it's just life. But
yeah, I see that. Yeah.
I can vouch that, like, the Rob series The security guard was part of the rob thing, really, and I was in hospital for that. I got the documents if people really want to see it. And the Axeman, and I don't know if any of you have seen it, but a lot of the people watching this video may have seen it. There was
the Axeman's one I've got actually quite a few questions about. A lot of people want to know if that's actually real or not.
That's fine. But there's a Ouija board video we did where my friend Brandon, or my old friend Brandon, burnt his arm, set his arm on fire because the candle flipped over. Now, them ones I can vouch for, and one by being scratched. I don't know what was to do with, and I don't want to get into that because it still confuses me to this day. They're the real videos, but we made series out of them because it gets somewhere. The others, yes, they are staged for entertainment purposes. So we're technically putting it down to nothing's ever happened to you in your lives, but for me, only 4 or 5 incidents, not 100 like I'm portraying. So it is obviously...
Yeah, see, I do get that. Like you're saying, that there's a few times where things have been real and other things. It does get... That's the problem, though. I think it's hard to tell between the two. Even though nowadays you're saying this is real, this is not real. I think people still trying to find it hard to see the division between what's real and what's not.
The reason it's hard, and I don't want to act all big-headed or anything, but obviously something real happens, but then when I'm staging the video, I try and make it as real as possible. I try and make it like you're there. I want to be able to, in 5-6 years, produce horror films and be that guy that's like, you look at Saw, a film, a horror film, and you don't sit there and go, oh, that's fake, right? I'm emailing the producer, I'm telling them it's fake.
No, yeah, it's a film.
It's entertainment, it's a film, and that's what I want to be doing. So I'm trying to work my way up by trying to make these as realistic.
I do think it's the format as well you've picked as well, because I think you chose quite a hard format to come across as entertainment.
Well, it's
because the whole vlogging
format.
thing is like vlogging your life, isn't it? Like I said, first person format. I mean, Lucas, you're in the business of making films.
Yeah, I work in.
So
hit me up. I've got the potential. Nah. But I know what you're saying. Like, at the end of the day, I couldn't see myself doing anything different. Like, I've tried vlogs, I've tried vape reviews, I've tried different angles, I've tried FIFA, I've tried Fortnite and Call of Duty on different things. When I was younger, when I was older, you know what I'm saying. And
have you tried ASMR? I heard that's quite popular.
Oh no, my god,
I haven't tried ASMR. I'm not. This is the thing. I'm not a view hungry guy. Don't get me wrong. When the video blows up and I get a lot of views, I am happy because people have seen my creation.
Yeah.
Even this is the thing. Even with the Rob video that is completely real, I am still creating it because I've got the camera, I'm getting the angles, and I'm editing it the way I want it. I can edit it 100 different ways, and you can see it in different aspects. But I'm still creating. Like, yes, what happens is real, but I'm still creating, and I love creating. And with ASMR, I looked at that and I just thought, yes, I could probably get, I don't know, ASMR abandoned building, someone stabbed me, you know what I mean? And I could probably get 1 million views and gain 100,000 subs in a week. But that's not what I want to do. This is what people don't get. They think that I'm making videos for money and for fame. That's not what it is. If I had 1,000 subs now, I'd still be not doing that. And the funny thing is, not 90, about 75% of my videos are demonetized anyway due to the gore in them or how violent they apparently are or whatever. I don't do it to earn a living. Like, don't get me wrong, I do earn well off it, but I could be earning triple what I earn. And if I really wanted to, I could look at a different angle. I've got that fan base now where I can pretty much do anything if I want to and still get views. But I don't, because I don't want to. I'm enjoying doing this. And this is why I've stuck to this for over 2 years now, because I love doing it. And I'm not going to change.
Okay, so let me ask, is there anything you think you could be doing better to make it clearer?
I don't know if that, yes and no. Like, when it comes down to that, I put the disclaimer and I write it in the description. Like I said about the finger video, right? My finger got chopped off. And then people are commenting on videos months later down the line saying, your finger didn't get chopped off. It's grown back, hasn't it? And I'm just trying to say, go look back at that video, look at the first 20 seconds and look in the description. It says this is for entertainment. What more can I do? Like, literally, what more can I can't stand up on a bus and scream it around the town.
It's a good point, to be fair. It's a good point.
What more can I do?
I do kind of get that as well, because there's a few things like when I send videos, especially things like if you've got directions or like this in a video, like something that you need to get the information across. Sometimes people just don't listen. I do kind of get that.
I kind of feel that sometimes, though, people like to skip the beginning because it's the intro. But if you skip the beginning and you see my finger being cut off, and then you skip the beginning of another video and you see that my finger's back, the only person to blame really for commenting stupid is yourself, because you haven't watched it. Like, if you don't want to watch it, that's cool. No one has to watch my videos. I don't mind. But at least watch the beginning to see if it's real or fake. So then you don't have to put because I've answered so many comments and they're like, you're this, you're that. you've got your finger back. And I'm like, yes,
Yeah.
it never got cut off. Watch it properly. And it just stresses me out. So that's why I don't know.
Because one of the things that the comments did say, somebody said, will you consider using a different style of introduction for genuine exploring videos as opposed to setup fiction videos?
No, because obviously every video is fake at the beginning. Every single video that we make, we are there at a building to plan something. If something happens instead of my plan, like the Rob thing, as I said, we were going there to do a fake kidnap, and this happened. Like, how am I going to change that? Yes, I could go back and do it, but then it wouldn't be as, like, I'm trying to make them all look real so I can move my path into the future and do the film career I want to do. But it is, I know it's confusing, I know it's difficult, but I feel the way
I think that is it. It is. It's very unclear for some people, and I think probably you've got quite a young audience base as well. And it's hard to get that across sometimes.
That's the thing. It's not like if one of your videos was stuck on, if it was really really well made, well edited, full first person kind of almost like Paranormal Activity style sort of thing, and it was stuck on Netflix, it would have a much better reception than it would on YouTube, because YouTube is you've got a totally different viewer base, and obviously you've got your own viewer base now, and it's a different kettle of fish.
It kind of like, I'd love. Don't get me wrong, I'm not getting my hopes up. Like, I don't ever think I'm going to be anything like that, especially because I've been hammered down by so many people just because they think I'm a bad person for it, and I'm generally not. But I'd love to have that Netflix show you're talking about. Like, that'd be brilliant. But when it comes down to it, like, I still feel that I would present them in the same way, just make it a bit more obviously real filmy. I wouldn't have the intro into a Netflix video. But
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you see series. I don't know. You see series. A guy goes to the toughest prison in Brazil, into Mexico, and this. He'll introduce it like, today we are here in Mexico to the toughest prison, and he'll do it the way I do it. Today we're here in an abandoned building, mental asylum. Yeah. We do it. So it still could be that type of thing. It could be a series thing. I could be that guy that goes to all different abandoned buildings and set things up, and this happens and that happens, and it could be a series.
I think the difference is for something like you just mentioned, like a prison documentary or something. They go by facts, so they turn up at the place and they've got facts and information to go by, and they know what they're. When you turn up at somewhere, you don't know really. You might have a general plan of what you might want to do, but it's still obviously it's a little different.
With my stage videos, like the Bloody Mary one, it was proper set. Like, we had big up lights. We had open areas. We cleared the floor. Like, we don't vandalize or do not break anything. Like, I don't know if anyone has seen that, but when the mirror gets smashed, obviously that's me in the dark throwing a rock at the mirror for the mirror to smash. I didn't just leave that mirror there. I would clear it up and take it with me. So that's what people. A lot of urban explorers think I vandalize. Like, and I'll be honest with you, every bit of blood I've ever used and thrown at someone or thrown at the floor. Yes, I may leave it there for 24 hours or so, but when I do go back, I make sure I clean it off, because I think that it is disrespectful. Like, that bit, whether that building's being knocked down or not, it still is someone's property.
So are all the things that you use, like you said, the mirror things, is that stuff that you found in buildings, or is that stuff you've taken with you?
I bought the mirror in ESK for £9. So, I never steal things and break things. I bought the candle, I bought the mirror, I bought the girl outfit, the blood and all that, all from shops. And then I'll use them in a video, and then I'll take it all home with me and clear it up. Don't see the point in stealing things. Like, if you want something, buy it. I don't see the point in vandalising things, because you go in buildings and they're trashed already. Why add to it? Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I absolutely love art, and I have done the odd little bit of graffiti on camera before, but that was just out of idiocy, really, being an idiot. Other than that, no, I haven't. And do you know what? I'll not even tell a lie. After I did that graffiti and uploaded the video, this was like a year ago actually, someone commented and was not happy, so I went back and rubbed it off, like painted over it, made the wall white again. So because I didn't feel good. Like, I'm not a vandal, I'm not a nasty person, I didn't feel good. So
okay, so actually that again leads me to another question. It's actually leading very nicely into other questions. I love it. But I got asked the question. Okay, this is the one I spoke to you about a bit before. This is more of a nasty one, but not necessarily a nasty one. So the question is, do you like the fact that you come across as a bit of a cunt? But then it goes on to saying, is that what you're going for in your videos, or is it just an act?
Okay. I was saying, as I was saying to you earlier, really, I don't want to come across. I don't want to. I didn't know I was allowed to swear on your channel, to be fair, so that's what I was
you go ahead.
Do you want I don't
money. You want money? No, I don't want to be presented as a cunt. I don't want to be known as a cunt. That's not what I want. Don't get me wrong. Every single video, there is that bit of empathy. There is that bit of act. I'm Lewis Clark right now, and you probably are sitting, like, people are probably sitting there thinking, why is he being nice? Like, I am an actor.
He's a nice guy.
I may not be a very good actor or anything, but I do portray something different in my videos. There is that bounce. Like, it's a bit like the Jake Paul situation, like in Shane's documentary. You see him being nice, and then you see him like, what? Like, I'm an idiot. Like, I jump around and I try and grab you in. That's why people sit there and they comment afterwards, oh, I watched this whole video and I realised it was fake. Because they can't stop watching it because I'm trying to draw them in. That's what I want. I want people to watch my videos. I want them to see my creations. So I'm dragging them in by being this obnoxious, idiot, loud, annoying, a bit of a cunt, like you described. But in generalness, like in a normal humanity, like me as a person, I'm not a cunt. I know I'm not a cunt. People don't think I'm a cunt. And I don't want to be portrayed as that. So yeah, I hope people don't think that. I know that a lot of them do.
I think everyone acts differently, don't they, though, in videos in general? Or online, personas are totally different.
The way. When I look back at this podcast, if I rewatch it, I'll think, what am I doing? I'm speaking normally. I don't do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I've got my act. Like, everyone's got their act. Well, mine's more dramatic than yours, maybe. But yeah, everyone's different. Everyone twists a bit and everyone moves forward. And that's the thing. I'm not the only faker. There's prank fakers. There's vlog fakers. There's pack fakers. Everyone fakes something in their life. Like, I know I've faked a lot of videos, but that is because I enjoy doing what I want to do. And I thought, I was scared. I was scared that if people realised they were fake, I wouldn't have that audience to see my creations anymore. So that is the reason I did it. And I just wish people could actually, like, there's a lot of, and with the Urbex community, a lot of them are quite older than me. So I would have thought that being mature, they would have been able to look past it. But some of the nasty, threatening, horrible messages I get from urban explorers in their 30s and 40s, I'm just thinking, in the politest way possible, like, what are you doing with your life? Like,
I guess they don't understand the fact that you want to progress on something else.
Yeah, like, kids are meant to argue, and you're threatening to kill me because I made a video, like, where I got hit in the face by a thug. Like, and it was fake, like, and you're threatening to kill me. Like, wow, come meet me, we'll make a real video. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, so I don't want to go too personal because obviously we don't want to talk about that in the podcast. But I feel like I'd be chastised if I didn't say I wanted to ask your comment on Lewis Merrin.
Okay.
Because a lot of people I know that would have seen Finders Beepers, for example, their video and all the stuff they talked about I want to know that side as well. And I feel like I need to ask that, otherwise I wouldn't be doing my job.
You can ask the question if I'm able to explain the story. Like
absolutely. I mean, you explain it in however way you want. That's the whole point.
Okay, because I'm here to be honest, and a lot of people, obviously, Merrin being an Urbex explorer, Urbex community now, as he claims, obviously he's probably told a lot of people which isn't true, and I kind of do want to bring it out in the open to show the truth.
Obviously, you guys have had your run-in the past, and I know that Lewis gave me a whole list of questions that he'd like me to ask you. I'm not going to ask all of them because I think a lot of them are very personal. They lead into conversations that I don't want to get into. I just wanted to basically ask you what the situation is with you and with him, because a lot of people portray in the videos that there was a lot of bullying going on. And I just want to get your comment on that and what you want to say.
Yeah, okay, so Merrin, wow. This is a big one, though. So I can't remember exactly. That was it, right? I met him through a account, right? Do you know the account name Derelict in the UK?
It sounds familiar. Yeah, sounds familiar.
Photography, maybe a bit of a video page, but there was 3 guys running it. I'm not going to mention any names. 3 guys running it, and I was at the time quite pally with these guys about 2 years ago, and they were in my videos. And Lewis Merrin, obviously, lives in my town, or lived in my town. I don't live there anymore, but he lived in my town, and he would take their urban exploring clip, because obviously when I started urban exploring, they took me to buildings. I met them on 28 Days Later, these abandoned UK people. I met them on 28 Days Later, and before I started fully faking videos and stuff, I was doing a little bit of urban exploring, like going to Joe Weller's buildings, just trying to get the views up. I went to meet them, and they told me he was going to the building, so like a abandoned school. He was going to the building, he was filming his introduction and showing the outside, and then he was stealing this Derelict in the UK's clip of the building, the inside, making it out that it was his, and he was talking over it, and they were getting pissed off by it because this guy's Lewis Merrin is stealing their videos, and they will back me up on it even to this day, because that is a fact. And I thought it was quite funny. Obviously he didn't have any friends at the point where he could go anywhere and do these videos, And then I can't exactly remember. That was it. He hit me up when I hit 90,000 subscribers. He hit me up on Facebook. Actually, he's a bit of a I don't know how to describe him. Like, he digs deep into you. He can find anything out about you. He's very clever.
Yes, I know that for a fact because he's good at funny locations as well. Definitely.
Yeah,
very
no,
good.
he's he sits there and he will brainstorm. And he found my Facebook, and he's my Facebook's private, and he somehow got into it and messaged me, and he was commenting on my things. He was like, "I'm a massive fan. There's an abandoned school up the road. Would you like to come?" I was like, "Yeah, all right then." So I got my mate down from London, and we thought, well, do you know what? We'll film with this guy. Like, don't get me wrong. At first, I am going to be completely honest. I did think it would be a bit of a joke because, like, he wears a waistcoat and a hat. Like, and obviously, I didn't know at the start.
Oh, I know who this guy is now.
Yeah, I didn't know he had autism. Before I met him, I did not know he had autism. And obviously, a guy at 27 wearing a waistcoat and a hat with badges on is a bit crazy. Like, it made me laugh. But obviously, knowing that he's got autism, I kind of understand it more. So I'm not mocking autism. I'm not mocking him at all. So please make sure.
Yeah, I want to make that point because
yeah.
Lewis, I know you're going to listen to this as well, but we're not taking the mic. All right, so don't get upset.
Yeah, no, he will be watching. He probably won't comment, but he will be watching this. We're not taking the mic. I'm just being honest, and I'm bringing out the truth because I've been shamed and named for the wrong things for too long now, actually. So I'm glad you asked. So, yeah, he took us to this school. We met him up the road, and he was actually quite a cool guy. He was really funny, and he was really, really funny. And we got on, we had a laugh, and we filmed a video. Now, that video was never posted by me. It was posted by him, I believe, and Liam at the time. And obviously, after that video was posted, I invited him to my girlfriend at the time's party. He didn't want to come. I was trying to be nice to him, and then we just started hooking up more and more and more, making videos. Now, a lot of people in the town, in McDonald's, when we went to go and get food, would bully him. And I would stand in front of him, and I did this a multiple dozen times, told them that, like, I supported him, I looked out for him, and I looked after him. I even got in a fight with somebody, which I don't do, I don't like fighting, to protect him because they were picking on him that much. I looked after him, and the funny thing is, obviously, he knew it at the time, I don't know if he knows it now, but in my videos, I would joke around, like spray him with silly string and laugh because his reactions were funny and it got the crowd laughing. And he would do the exact same to me. Obviously, my reaction.
Do you think maybe
funny.
he saw that as more personal than you believe it was?
No, not at all. Because at the time, he told me, this is the thing. The silly string one, as an example, he said, come and spray me with silly string and I'll scream. It'll be funny. Do you know what I mean? So he'd asked me to do things like that. So I'd spray him with silly string. He would scream. People would laugh at it. And then the odd person would go, oh, you're bullying him. But they didn't actually know that he was asking me to do things like this because he knew it was funny.
That does sound strange because, like, I mean, again, obviously, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. But
yeah.
Again, I told you he gave me a massive list of questions, and one of the things he wanted me to bring up.
I bet it was why did he bully me? Yeah, wasn't it?
Well, it was. I mean, yes, but it was more the fact that he stated that he got to the point where he felt like taking his own life, and that's
bollocks. I'm sorry.
I'm just reading back what he said.
Yeah, no.
Obviously, I wasn't there. I don't know. That's what I wanted to ask you.
I won't. The way I said that actually come across really rude. Like, obviously, I don't know if he was or wasn't in that way, so I apologise for that. Sorry, but I know him very well. I knew him very well, and he told me everything. He would talk to me about every single thing, and I knew everything about him. Even on Christmas Day, when I fell out of my family, I went to his, and I spent the day with him pretty much. Right, so we were proper close. Now, I got bullied like hell for being friends with someone who was autistic, but I didn't care because I looked after him. And the funny thing is, right, he never told me that this was bad, never had a problem with it. We went to Stacklands, which has been knocked down now, which is an abandoned college for priests or something like that. And we, my mate Sam bought 2 BB guns with us. One was blue, one was black. Me and Merrin, well, it was Merrin's idea for the funny thing. It was like, let's have a shoot off. So I was like, you're right then, let's have a bit of banter. So we were running, well, I was running around and he was just running around as well in the building. He had the blue gun, I had the black gun. We were only shooting neck down, right? I popped my head out the door to shoot him in the stomach. BB guns, didn't hurt. He shot me 100 times, not a big deal. We were both up for it. He's a grown up, he's 27. And there was a guy walking a dog. And he looked at me. Now, I have a black gun in my hand. I didn't want the police to get called, so I shot and ran away. I shot him in the eye. Okay, I didn't mean to. I didn't even look where I shot, and it was the biggest mistake because he cried. And I took him down the stairs. I sat him down. I washed his eye out. I took him home. I took him to the hospital. I made sure he was okay because I felt so bad. And he was like, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. A week later, Sean was trying to do something with locations or whatever, and I was getting the ump, and me and Merrin fell out, right? 2 weeks later on, I said to him, look, can we sort it out? Like, I'm still friends with you in that. Now, I don't know how to put it, but I feel that I've done one thing wrong with him, wrong by him, by accident, and he can't see that it's an accident. And you gave me a point earlier in the Discord saying how you pissed off Merrin. Remember, like, if you want to share that just quick.
Basically, see, we had a falling out because he lied about locations. Like, I asked about a location, and he basically told me that it wasn't there anymore. You couldn't access it. It was a lie because he didn't want me to go there. So I kind of get what you're saying. Like, Lewis is a funny character. He's a bit of a different character. He's quite difficult to gauge a lot of the time.
That's the confusing thing. He's so brainy, but he's so difficult to gauge because I met him up at Sainsbury's in our town and he had to bring Sean with him. Now, I'd never met this Sean guy, right? And you know the car park lines where you can park your car?
Yeah.
He said, do not cross that line. And I'm like, I'm coming to give you a hug, like, you're my mate. Like, what's wrong? Like, don't come near me. I know you're going to beat me up. I'm like, I'm not here to fight you. I'm not going to hurt you, Merrin. I want to sort it out and be friends. And we both left in separate cars. And he never had spoke to me, like, again, really. And I was there to sort it out. I would never hit him in a million years because I know how fragile he is and I know how upset he is about things. But because of that BB thing, which was honestly a mistake, he can't see by it, can't see past it. He thinks I'm this evil guy now. And obviously, being friends with Sean, he's an urban explorer. He was friends with me, making the fake videos. He's gone from being in 100 fake videos to now being this big, solidary touch my arm like I love urban exploring. I'm a proper urban explorer. Well, if I'm a fake YouTuber, then so is he because he's done the exact same thing as me. But anyway.
So, if just to wrap it up, because I don't want to obviously go out Lewis forever, but
no, I'll tell the last bit. But go on.
Yeah, is there something, if you could say, like, if you were talking to Lewis or Merrin right now, is there something you would say to him? Like, is there anything you think that maybe you could have done better, or like maybe explain to him better?
I'd say leave me alone, and
really?
That's for the pure. And that's why it may shock people because I haven't got to the bit, but he is constantly harassing me now, like constantly about how fake I am and how this I am. I need him to listen to this, and I need him to move on because if I don't want to be friends with him now because it's been over a year, but I did want to be. If he doesn't like me, that's honestly fine. I am no threat to him. I don't actually have a massive issue to him other than what he's been doing. But the fact that I've just heard that comment from you of him saying that, he was thinking about taking his own life. I know that isn't true. And because I know Merrin, like, you may not know Merrin, and you may be sitting there thinking.
I mean, I know him well enough. I think he is somebody who gets overly dramatic about stuff, and I'm not saying that is that doesn't make his claim of feeling like he wants to take his own life not true, because that's how he could feel. That who knows? That's how he could feel.
See, I wasn't
but
saying
at the same time, like, I do understand that he can be a bit over dramatic with things as well. But it's not obviously. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened between you guys. I mean, that's
really wound me up, to be fair, because it's just every level of him. I went down, got back from holiday in June, and I went down his house, and I knocked on his door, and I spoke to his mother, and I said to his mum, look, can you please speak to your son? Like, he won't leave me alone. He's doing this video, he's leaking my address, and this is going to get really bad. I'm going to take the space. And she actually said there, and she said, look, I will sort this out. And nothing's been done. Like, yes, I know he's a grown-up, but he is living at home for a reason, because he needs that little bit of extra support, that little bit of care, which is completely fine. Like, I'm not mocking that. But he won't let it go. Like, this Lewis Clark person, me, that has been friends with him for so long, one little accident happened that I've apologised for multiple times, and he can't let it go to the point where it's now his life. It's like he's obsessed with me.
So you've not really, do you say you've really tried talking to him on a personal level?
Tried.
You know,
the amount of messages
he won't listen at all.
I got blocked. I met him in Sainsbury's. I felt so good friends with him, and I felt that he'd just moved on. And obviously, I was so good friends with him, and I enjoyed being with him, looking after him, and I enjoyed each other's company, like we were good mates, that it upset me. And I said to him, look, please, can we sort this out?
Let me ask you something then, because obviously 2019, you said that you wanted to turn over a new leaf and try and quash all, like, the wrongs that have been done. Yeah. Would you consider maybe reaching out to Lewis one more time and just sort of see if you can sort it out?
See, the thing is, right, if you'd asked me this 4 months ago, 100%, right, I don't want beef with the guy. I don't want an issue with the guy. Like, as I said, I will see him around one day, and I'm not going to hurt him. I'll probably say hello. That's just who I am. If it was another person, then like we weren't as close, and obviously I understand that he needs a little bit of care in that, I would have straight been mad. I would be raging. I would be on top of it. But I've given it the slack. I've ignored him. I've tried to stop. Like, I've got messages on my phone of him adding me into a group chat with 40 other urban explorers, and he says, let's add Lewis Clark in so we can bully him. And if you want to put that on the screen, I can give you that to show.
Yeah, I mean, if you've got it, absolutely. Like,
if you're telling me like that bit of information that I've apparently bullied him to the point where he wanted to kill himself, there is proof of him saying to 40 other people, let's bully
to the point of this wasn't to like be one-sided.
No,
I want
I know.
to be a fair platform. So if you've got screenshots, by all means, I'll put them up.
To pick sides, I'm being honest. So yeah.
Right, so anyway, you've been really honest, and I want to say thank you for that. So I think we've gone into some really deep topics here, and like I want to try and round things out with a bit more light-hearted stuff. So we've got a few of the questions that were kind of more aimed at, you know, what sort of stuff you like and things like that. So I thought it'd be a good way of ending the podcast. So first one is from C Assassin, who said, "Who are your favourite YouTubers and who would you love to collab with?"
Oh, to be fair, I kind of do keep myself to myself a little bit. Like I don't have time. I really enjoy. I don't know if you know him, but Ben Morris's content. I like a lot of his videos. He does things like works for Deliveroo for a week and sees how it works.
Oh, actually, no, I
yeah.
think I've seen that sort of stuff.
I find that really interesting, things like that. And he's the brother of one of my old friends. So yeah, no, he's a good YouTuber. To be fair, I think people are probably expecting me to say like Mo Sargi and J Station, but I don't actually enjoy their videos at all. I feel that they do it more for. I try and age a bit more of an older audience than calling Elmo.
Yeah.
Personally, obviously I watch KSI's videos. I find it funny, and probably the other one would be TGF. That's pretty much it. I love TGS videos. They're alright.
So another question. I'm not sure whether they want a serious answer or not, but the next question is from the Night Stalk, who says, "Is he into dogging?"
Huh? If you put that in more of a manner, like what am I meant to say? Am I into walking the dog?
It's a yes or no question.
I don't know. I just felt like I should ask. He's asked the question, so I felt like I should ask it for him.
Okay. What has this turned into?
Dogging is
yeah. What are we
should I explain what dogging is?
Yeah, please.
Do I need to?
You would drive to a secluded location, usually, you know, that side of a road or down into some woods somewhere, and you do things with random people in your car.
Random people.
Random people pull up alongside you, and yeah, it's.
No, I don't do it with random people. Nah.
Yeah, he went to the effort of making a comment. I might as well ask it.
That's a weird comment.
Fair enough.
This isn't so much a question. Jordan Knight said, "Who's your main boy?" Fire.
Mate, that's Jordan that is in the video. So he's basically just said, "Who's your best friend?" You always got to get in, ain't you, Jordan?
It's get there somewhere. So, I mean, that's pretty much all I've got. That's all the questions I've got. All the questions I need to ask. I don't know if Lucas has got anything he wants to ask at the end.
That's pretty much it, really. I've covered loads.
Well, I mean, a lot of the questions that I was going to ask, you actually kind of in the process of talking, you answered them anyway. So
there is one actually. There is one last thing actually. Just you mentioned that you want to take this forward, like with YouTube. The reason you do it, you enjoy it, and you like making these exciting videos and stuff. How do you plan on like taking your channel forward? Because I'm just interested that you mentioned that you kind of want to make horror movies and stuff. That's all, really.
Well, that links with my question for you, to be fair. But no, first step is my plan is to invest a bit more. Obviously, I've gone through millions, hundreds of friends who have used me to be in videos because I used to give my friends some money to come along and stuff like that. So my first thing is to build up friendships with people that aren't interested in money, that are doing it for actual me. And I've already got a solid 5 of us that are interested in being actors, that are interested in actual being serious, things like that. So that's my start. Then it's equipment. Obviously, I'm nearly there with my side of equipment. I don't need to push more on that. But I'm going to be doing the first person as my videos. But I am hoping it's going to take time because I've never actually worked on something as hard as this before. But I am planning on possibly working towards a 30-minute or 20-minute short horror film.
That sounds cool.
Where it isn't first person, or a little bit will be like GoPro like footage. Like I don't know. If you've seen the Catacombs, the film, that one.
Yes,
They're all filmed on GoPro. Something a bit like that, obviously in my own way, with a lot more professional side to it, a lot more lights. Obviously, getting hold of a abandoned building with permission, and I will pay for the rental of it for a while to the owner and stuff like that. I can link all that up. That's easy. And do that film and see how that goes down. See if I can push it maybe in towards a an award, because I know there's some sort of I don't know how the right word for it is, like Brit Award, but that's
you can stick it into a local film festivals, and it
exactly
things like by production companies and
try and
like
move on with that. That's a plan, but that's obviously I'm still young, so I've got years and years to still make this a thing. And obviously when I'm doing the film, I don't even need a follower. Like as you said, you can just post it to the film thing. So I'm doing YouTube for my viewers. I'm doing it to entertain them. And obviously, even if I did get boosted up in 2-3 years' time to the highest record company in Hollywood, where I'm making the biggest horror films, I'll still make YouTube videos and still do what I'm doing now to entertain the people that enjoy them, because that is why I'm here. Like as I said, I'm not in for money. I'm not in for. Obviously, it helps make the videos, because there's been months where I haven't earned next to nothing, and I've still dipped into my savings for what I earn on my day-to-day 9 to 5 job, and pay for my props and stuff and travel to make the videos from that, because I'm that interested in it. So yeah, plan is definitely first person for now. Develop it a bit more, get a bit more experience, and then definitely go in for a horror film, and maybe even make a 2-hour film, depending on the script that I can produce. Because obviously, even the fake videos, they're produced, they're scripted, they're filmed, they're edited, they're uploaded, they're promoted, all by me. All the actors say what I want them to say, and it's that's what I want to get into.
Well,
really.
some of the things I've worked on have only had like really small crews as well, like 5 or 6 people on some occasions, and you can still get some like awesome.
That's my plan. And I was going to ask you if maybe we could have a private chat, see if there's anything optional to help me get involved in, because I don't actually know the right people. That's the only problem. Obviously, I know absolutely no one. This is the only thing I will say that may be a bit egotistical, but everything I've got on that channel is all given by my viewers. I wouldn't have it without my viewers. But, I mean, when it comes down to the subscribe, no one's ever helped me. No other bigger YouTubers have helped me. Like, if anything, bigger YouTubers have tried to ruin me. Not intentionally. I'm not being a victim. I mean, like, no one's actually shouted me out and tried to help me.
Actually, that's a question I wouldn't mind asking as well. Being somebody who's actually had the wrath of bigger YouTubers coming down on you, is all promotion good promotion or not?
No, not at all. I used to think it like that. No, not at all. I would much rather be on 1,000 subscribers, not majorly known by, I don't know, 20 people liking my video every week, than having 100,000 views on a video. Yes, you get a little bit of ad revenue money on that, for example, but 500 people love it, 5,000 people hate it. No, it's not nice.
That's literally I have the same issue. I don't know, you've probably not seen my channel before, but I've uploaded a couple of videos. I uploaded one on Mosagi not too long ago. It's just reminded me. That one got 150,000 views, and I was like, oh my god, this is awesome. But the response I got from that was absolutely horrible.
Yeah,
it was grim.
Honestly, some of the comments, as I said, I could get in a day, I could get 1,000 DMs, and 999 of them DMs, and this isn't an exaggeration, can be absolutely lovely, where people are going, I love your content, I love you, I love what you do, blah, 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 you help me cure depression. Like, I don't even know if that's possible, but do you know what I mean? People are so nice, and you get that one person that writes like a 3-line message of how he hates you and that you need to kill yourself and this, that, and the other, and it really wrecks your day. And as I said, there's 999 other comments to look at to cheer yourself up, but even if you go through all of them, that one comment has still ruined it all. So no, 100%, any promotion is not good promotion in my eyes. Everyone's got their own opinion, but personally, I only want good promotion and good. Like, obviously, I'm open to feedback and criticism. Like, I'm completely fine with it. I love it when people give me constructive criticism, because I can then work on it and take their advice. But when people are damn nasty and tell you to kill yourselves, like, don't get me wrong, it is not nice at all. I don't think I've ever had that, but it's just not nice.
Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing what 2019 holds for Lewis Clark. Again, thank you.
So am I, to be fair. A new me.
Yeah. Well, again, thank you so much for like engaging as well and actually taking the time to come on the podcast, because again, so many other creators wouldn't do it. So,
nah, thank you for the invite. I really do appreciate that, honestly.
It's been fun. It's been good talking to you, actually.
Yeah, it has been good. Yeah, it's definitely
you too. Thank you very
give
much.
you a bit more of an insight as well, and hopefully the viewers have seen the same sort of thing.
And, it's been nice to actually speak to a group of people that ain't slating me, and like, because if I'd have spoke to, I don't know, I'm not going to mention the name for my own reason, but who we were talking about earlier on the phone that I spoke to, that person, right?
Yeah.
If I was having a podcast with him right now, it'll be uploaded tomorrow, cut to the point where I'm probably saying the N-word. Do you know what I mean? That's what people will do that to try and put me down and try and affect me. Whereas I know full well I will leave this chat and I will watch this video in a couple of days' time or whatever, and it will be uploaded honestly. Like, do you know what I mean? Obviously, the slip-ups like of people coughing and stuff obviously cut out, but it'll be uploaded honestly of the
guilty of
truth.
coughing.
And
You can't get more real than the Tazer channel, boys.
Exactly. Like, you won't cut out if I was rude, or you won't cut out if I was nice. Do you know what I mean? Whereas some people would have me on, I'd be like I am now, completely honest, and they would cut out every nice part to the point where it's like a 5-minute video where I said one horrible thing or something. Do you know what I mean? So no, it's nice to actually get someone to kind of like boost me honestly instead of boost me as a bad person for once.
Yeah,
So
well, I
thanks.
think we've touched on both sides as well, so it's been pretty damn fair as well. So, like, obviously, I've given you a platform to sort of say your piece on, but at the same time, we've asked them tough questions that people want to know the answers to. So, I'm very happy with how it's done, how we've done tonight. So,
No, me too. Thank you so much for the invite.
that's all right. Well, anyway, thank you everyone for joining me. Go and check out their channels; they'll be linked down below. And thank you everyone for listening or watching, whatever you're doing right now. And hopefully, we'll get an episode 3 at some point.
Can I get a quick message for you? Is that right? Just
Yeah,
to the
go
end.
ahead, yep.
If anyone's watched this far and have been sent over through my videos, make sure to subscribe to this legend now, because he does good things. Does good videos.
Thank you. Right, well, that's a good enough place to end it. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
See you later, guys.